If you train sports and you want to build strong, athletic power, this is the video for you. My name is Adam. I've lost over 60 kilograms and I've been going to the gym for years. And this is what I found to help me build that explosive strength that allowed me to perform well in sports and martial arts sports. Okay, first, we need to build strength. Strength and speed and explosive power for these sports. Okay, so first we're going to start with compound lifts. Compound lifts are amazing. This is stuff like bench press, squats, deadlifts, even shoulder press, overhead press, the barbell. These kind of exercises are amazing because they involve all of the muscles, the whole muscle group working together. You know, that's what your body does. It's all working together to push this heavy weight, and that's needed in these sort of sports, especially if you're doing martial arts like me. Okay, so these compound lifts, make sure you do your compound lifts regularly. I center most of my workouts around the meat of my workout is the compound lift. Okay, because that's the one that will build your strength. It will get all your muscle group working together at once, you know. And next we're going to talk about plyometric and explosive exercises. Okay, so we should be doing, so if we're going to do bench press, for example, we're going to do the heavy, we're going to try to go up in weight, we're going to try a progressive overload, which is basic gym stuff. Okay, so now we could also lower the weight to maybe something, maybe even 50%, maybe even not even 50% of max, maybe even 25% of your max, 30% of your max. And we're just going to focus on powering up, you know? So we'll lower down slowly and we'll push up as fast as we can. And that will build that explosive speed in your muscles. And that will help with the type 2 muscle fibers, and it will help you even grow more muscle. Okay, because you'll put your body under new stresses. Not only that, we can do bodyweight exercises. For example, if we do push-ups, but we make sure our hands come off the ground, this will build that explosive power. You know, if we do jump squats, if we're doing box jumps, if we're doing, let's say even back, like this, let's say we're doing an explosive pull exercise, we lower the weight forward and then we pull it back fast. This will build that explosive power in your back. Okay, even pull-ups. You can do explosive pull-ups, explosive rows. You know, if you can do muscle-ups, great. That'll be a great explosive exercise for you. Okay, and that builds this speed and the strength with the speed as well. Okay, that allows you to explode up. Let's say you've been taken into mount. Someone's on top of you now. You're in Brazilian jiu-jitsu or you're in MMA. You need that power in your hips. Like if you train kettlebell swings or even box jumps, your hips will be nice and strong and explosive. So let's say someone's taking you into mount, it will be easier for you to get them off a mount, you know, and roll them over and get back on top. Okay. And then next we have core. We need to focus on our core exercises. You know, it helps with our balance. Say if we're being taken down, you know, our core is a vital part of our balance, of our general strength. Okay, so you can do, you know, hanging leg raises, you can do ab rollers, you can do crunches. You know, you go to a fighting gym and you're gonna be doing crunches, bro. Just accept it. There'll be like 50 push-ups, 60 lunges, and 70 crunches. You know what I mean? It should be something like that. Bro, you're gonna be doing crunches because it works. You know, if you're taking hits to the core, that muscle around your belly is gonna be stronger and more protective of your organs. Okay, not only that, but it's gonna keep you more steady and more upright during your workouts. It's gonna improve your compound lifts. It's gonna improve everything. So make sure you work out your core. If you need a core workout, let me know in the comments. Next, we're gonna have mobile. You're gonna have to have some mobility, some flexibility about you, have to be a bit agile. You know, this is how I stay agile. Okay, I do in the wrestling drills. I like to do wrestling drills a lot, so I do a lot of roly polies. Yeah, roly polies keep you agile, mate. Yeah, people look at me like a nutter. What's this guy doing roly-polies for? Do some roly-polies, bro. And then you also do this back spring. Okay, so you roll back, push off your hands off the ground, and you kick your legs in the air. Yeah, search up rolling back spring. Okay, you do that a lot of wrestling. You do a lot of sort of gymnastic-y stuff in wrestling, in the warm-ups. Okay, and also, so we need to be doing dynamic exercises as well. Dynamic exercises. And we also need to do static stretches post-workout. So how do we do this? How do we increase our mobility? We do dynamic stretches. Okay, let's start with dynamic stretches. So we're going to obviously just warm up our joints, move our body in the movements that we would naturally move in. Yeah, but we're going to try and overextend it a little bit and do it a little bit fast. Try and get swift within the movements that you already practice, you know? So if you're warming up, you're going to warm up like this. You know, you're not going to stretch it slowly. You're going to warm up fast. Warm up your movements, warm up your joints, your body. Okay? And also dynamic stretches. So also you're going to be able to do like kicks. If you do kicks on the bag, I would say that's a good dynamic stretch. You know, it stretches you out and you use your muscles, and it's not like you're statically stretching all the time. Okay? And then post-workout, you want a dynamic stretch. Okay? So that's like holding the ice, the movement. So for instance, touching your toes, or if you can do a bridge, you know, bridging. If you can do a bridge, that's great. That's great mobility. If you can do a bridge, that's where you basically touch the ground with your hand, and you touch the ground with your hands, and your back's off the ground, and the only thing supporting you is your hands and your feet. That's the bridge. I can do a bridge. What else can we do for mobility exercises? Yeah, that's it really. So if you can do roly-polies, back springs, and bridges. If you can do handstands, that's great. That's great mobility. If you can do even standing on one leg is good mobility. You know, if you can do standing on one leg for a minute each leg, do that, practice that. That's pretty good. What else can we do? Cartwheels. If you can do cartwheels, that's very good as well. Make sure you warm up your wrists as well. You need to warm up your wrists, because you see in martial arts, your wrists get very very sore very quick. I find anyway. So yeah, practice mobility exercises. If you're not sure what mobility exercises to do, please search up a YouTube video or let me know in the comments and I'll make one for you. Yeah. So we need to add these habits. We need to add the habits. Let's reflect on the video. So we need to make sure we're doing compound lifts to build that strength, build that power. Okay. Then we need to be adding plyometric and explosive exercises. Okay. So we'll do our explosive bench press. We'll do our heavy bench press. Then we'll do some explosive bench press reps at the end. And then we'll also do some core exercises. So we'll do some crunches. We'll do some leg raises. You know, we'll do some ab roller. Okay. And then we'll also do some mobility exercises. So we'll do roly-polies. We'll do the dynamic stretches at the beginning of our workout. We'll do maybe a handstand if you can do that, or a cartwheel. And we will do maybe if you can explode up with your legs, like if you can kneel and then explode up onto your feet. That's a very good explosive exercise. And not only that, it's a good mobility exercise as well. And then at the end as well, after we've done all of our workout, we'll have a little static stretch and increase our range of motion. These are some good habits to incorporate into your workouts, and will help you build explosive, athletic strength that is actually functional and will change your life. Okay? With these exercises, it has helped me perform so much better in martial arts, you know, and make sure you can contain cardio as well. Don't forget to contain cardio in your workout, because you see in them higher rounds, or when you've done a few rolls, or you're just tired, that cardio will help you become that immovable force. The other guy will be looking at you like, how is this guy still running? how is this guy still running? I'm dead. How is this guy still running? You'll be there doing roly-polies, jumping about. That's how it is. Make sure you add that cardio into your workout as well. Okay. If you found this video helpful, let me know. Please like and follow. Please like and subscribe. Get out there and kill it.